Chinese have long had a reputation for their love of tea, but coffee is quickly catching on. Coffee consumption quickly on the rise in China. Coffee companies around the world are fiercely competing for a head start in the new market. Many Chinese people have a coffee break after lunch.
这边的环境也很好，很适合年轻人一起出来聊天啊，而且这些他们的咖啡都比较有特色。
South Korean coffee companies are striving to make inroads into the Chinese market. On the back of Hallyu or Korean culture boom, Korean coffee makers are earning a bigger share in the Chinese market.
중국 시장은 이제 시작이기 때문에 전 세계 시장의 규모와 맞먹을 만한 성장을 할 것이고 그래서 저희가 그 시장에 미리 뛰어든 겁니다.
The sales of Chinese coffee shops reached over $10 billion last year, and they are growing by 20% annually. A Chinese person, on average, consumes just 5 cups of coffee every year, the lowest level in the world. But it suggests there's hidden potential for the market to grow further.
1선 도시뿐 아니라 2, 3선 도시의 커피 소비량도 늘고 있어서 앞으로도 커피 전문점의 진출 및 시장 규모는 계속 커질 것으로 보입니다.
South Korean companies are facing cutthroat competition in the Chinese coffee market, as coffee makers from other countries are also taking aggressive marketing strategies to expand their presences there. It is necessary for South Korean coffee makers to be fully prepared before entering the Chinese market, as China has strict customs and sanitation rules for foreign companies. The Colombo Gold Market, established in the Reclamation Road, has been declared open. The old St. John's Fish Market has been modernized to establish this gold market with tourist attraction. In the past, it was then British national Fenwick, who was the mayor of Colombo, who has initiated the establishment of Senior John's Trade Centre during the British rule in 1894. In the year 1983, it was modernized. From then up to the year 2012, this location functioned as a fish market. Due to the heavy stench, lack of sufficient space and congestion of vehicles, there were impediments for fish trade at this place. When the Colombo Metro Development Project was launched, this location had been identified as a place with strong stench, with vehicle congestion and with other difficulties. Therefore, the government shifted the St. John's Fish Market to Peli Agoda, took steps to make the Colombo city a now beautiful and attractive place. In fulfilling this pledge, this place was modernized. Another objective of this project is to upgrade the living standards of the jewelry traders. The modernization activities started in the year 2012. The Ministry of Defense and Urban Development was successful in completing the project in 2 years' time. The labour for this work was provided by the 4th Engineering Services Regiment of the Sri Lanka Army. The centre has a branch of the Gem and Jewellery Authority, branches of reputed jewellery institutions and 83 jewellery marketing stores. The centre provides visitors the opportunity of purchasing jewellery of their choice. The centre also has bank branches, restaurants and space for parking vehicles. The cost of the project amounted to over 400 million rupees, and it also has a foreign money exchange. Shisha smoking is gaining popularity in Hong Kong in recent years, but many people don't realize that it is more harmful than cigarettes. Located on the 6th floor of a building, this restaurant offers shisha smoking indoors. Shisha is a tobacco product. It is against the law to smoke shisha in indoor public places and certain public areas, and the tobacco cannot be sold to minors. Some teenagers, like 17-year-old Jason, picked up a shisha smoking habit.
It's almost something like a fashion trend. I know some 15-year-olds that do it on a regular basis. You get a very short, temporary head rush.
But he doesn't even know what's in shisha.
I mean, it's quite shocking. When you said there was tobacco, I thought it was just water vapor.
Traditionally, shisha is made with tobacco, molasses and sweetened flavors. It is smoked using a hookah or water pipe. One bar owner said he's noticed an increase in business.
If their friends smoke it, they want to try as well. We have found 80% of our Shisha smoker are locals and only 20% are foreigner.
This bar offers tobacco-free and nicotine-free shisha, but those in the industry noted that not many bars and restaurants in Hong Kong provide shisha without tobacco because it is up to 40% more expensive than shisha with tobacco. However, health experts say shisha is just as harmful as cigarette smoking, regardless of whether it contains tobacco. In fact, a study by the World Health Organization found that smoking shisha for 1 hour is equivalent to smoking 100 or more cigarettes.
The amounts of tobacco smoke and the harmful substances, for example, carbon monoxide, would be about 10 times as much as in conventional cigarette smoking. High levels of carbon monoxide will lead to cognitive function defects. So it affects the learning ability of young people. It affects their memory as well.
Because of the health risks, the Singapore Ministry of Health imposed a complete ban on shisha last November. Should Hong Kong follow in the Lion City's footsteps?
I think, first of all, it is important for us to keep in view the situation. So, for example, how many people are smoking shisha, what age range, and how prevalent is the entire situation. Then we will look at the legislation in totality.
Chan noted that there is a misconception that shisha is less harmful than cigarettes. She said the government will work on stepping up enforcement and increasing public education. Foreigners studying at a Mandarin school in Shanghai have been learning traditional Chinese customs this week as they look to fully embrace the Chinese Spring Festival. Shanghai was home to more than 170,000 foreigners at the end of 2014, according to official figures. And as the cosmopolitan city welcomes more foreign faces each year, it also helps them learn traditional Chinese customs. Chinese people traditionally stick new Spring Festival couplets on their doors each Chinese New Year to express their wishes for the coming year. Though many people now buy printed couplets, for curious newcomers, it's a novel hands-on experience to create their own with a brush-tipped pen. Tabitha Booth from the United Kingdom has been in China for 1.5 years. She said that apart from learning spoken Chinese, it is also important to understand the context behind the language.
Chinese characters are very complicated to write compared to the alphabet that I used to write in usually, and holding the paintbrush at an angle is also unusual for me. So yeah, I think I've done okay though. I think my piece of paper looked pretty at the end of the class. Yeah. And also, at this time of year, it's very useful to know these kinds of words because they're written everywhere, above everyone's door. So at least now I'll be able to recognise what everything says.
Apart from learning to read the couplets on doors, Booth has also acquired the skills to make Chinese dumplings, a staple food for many families on Chinese New Year's Eve. Arnold Hinojosa, a United States citizen studying in Shanghai, said learning to make his favorite Chinese food is a skill he intends to continue honing in the future.
I eat many dumplings all the time. It's one of my favorite foods. So it's something that I'll take back to, well, we're moving to England this summer, so I'll take back to England and I'll make dumplings for my family. And I'll now always be able to enjoy dumplings regardless of where I'm at.
Getting together with family is the spirit of the Spring Festival, which falls on Thursday this year. But sharing the fun with new friends is also an important part of it. Dozens of lantern shows have been staged in Chinese cities to celebrate the upcoming Spring Festival, China's Lunar New Year, which falls on February 19th. In central China's Kaifeng city, lanterns in different shapes and patterns illuminated the night, drawing hundreds of people to stroll around.
感觉特别的兴奋，特别是一进这个龙庭大门，一路走来，感觉他们的灯特别的精致，然后景色特别的优美。我的手机是一直在照相，然后就不停，不想错过任何一个美丽的瞬间。
Groups of lanterns were also set along a lake and bridges, which visitors can enjoy the scene of lake and lights. In northeast China's Changchun city, About 20 streets were decorated with 40 groups of lights, which locals praised as the most beautiful night scene in history. A total of 1,460 panda sculptures lighted the 14th Miangsu New Year Paintings Festival, which opened on Wednesday in southwest China's Sichuan province. The festival organizer displayed these pandas to celebrate the forthcoming Chinese New Year and to call on the public to protect animals and the environment.
15年春节呢，我们选的是1460只的熊猫。那么这个数字呢，也是现在全世界的熊猫的总数，也就是说不超过1500只。也希望得到所有的游客，广大我们全人类的话，都来保护大熊猫，保护我们赖以生存的这个地球的环境。
Zheng Ao, director in charge of the activity, said by this chance they would like to draw the public attention to the fact that there are fewer and fewer pandas remaining in the world and call on all people to protect pandas and the global environment that we live in. According to the organizer, the panda sculptures display will run through March 15. On the Paintings Festival, a total of 22 traditional folk cultural activities, including making New Year paintings, writing Spring Festival couplets, and singing and dancing performance will also be presented. The Paintings Festival will end on March 5th, according to reports. People carried a huge straw sandal through the streets of Fukushima recently to pray for a good harvest in an annual festival which has a 300-year-old history. About 100 people carried the Tutan Waraji traditional sandal, which took about 2 weeks to make. They paraded around a hill in the city before offering the sandal to a shrine. About 17 elementary students followed the procession carrying smaller versions of the sandal. A participating student said it was heavy but fun. One participant in the festival said it was the third time he had taken part. He said the participants are carrying on a tradition handed down from their elders.